Yo, what's up, Swag? And you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy KLR, aka KL Swag. Back here with a video, man. Look, man, we about to react to the official 2022 NFL Power Rankings, man. Week 3 edition. We are back here again with another TPS video, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. This thing might get good. Because he already know I be watching. He better rate my Patriots good, man. The Power Rankings, man. Let's get into it.
Week 2's in the books. It's time for some power rankings.
Joe Burrow loses at home to Mitchell Trubisky with 5 turnovers and then gets outplayed by Cooper Rush.
That is true.
This is going to be a fun year. And hey, we still got 16 weeks to go in the regular season. So with all that being said, let's dive right into our latest editions of the official weekly power rankings.
Oh, man.
Number 32, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 31. Coulda, shoulda, woulda. The Falcons can take pride in the fact that they almost beat 2 heavy favorites in the New Orleans Saints and Los Angeles Rams to open the season. But that's not how we see it. We see a team that can't figure out how to play a full 60 minutes. They collapsed in the fourth quarter against the Saints last week and then waited until the fourth quarter to make it close against the...
And to be honest, as I keep it real, Atlanta Falcons was supposed to beat the Saints. I'm not gonna lie. Mariota has to make better decisions. I literally saw Mariota. It's crazy because I was watching it on Destroying Stream, or whatever like that. Mariota was running the ball, bro. Why in the hell would your tall, skinny ass try to lower your shoulder at a safety? If he did that to me, I'm putting you on your back. And then I'll probably make you fumble too. So basically, as I said, he was running the ball instead of him sliding and being a quarterback. And sliding, he tries to lower his shoulder. And you know what happened after that? He fumbles. What a dumbass. And basically, that right there is the reason why he lost against the Saints. All he had to do was kick the field goal. It was up. Or just get the touchdown. Hand it off. Get it in. Or throw a quick little fade route to Drake London, or a quick little slant to Drake London. That's a touchdown. They win the game. But no, as usual, Mariota at dump. I cannot wait till you guys see when I play quarterback. Well, it's going to be flag, but yeah, you guys are going to see how good my decision making is. It's all about decision making, bro. You got to be smart.
The Rams. On the bright side, Drake London looks like the real deal. But has anybody seen Kyle Pitts? Anybody? Hello? Number 31, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 27. It has been an ugly start for the Panthers. Baker Mayfield is playing no better than Sam Darnold right now, barely completing over half his pass attempts with only 380 passing yards in 2 games. Baker Mayfield doing bad. Nice to see early production from Christian McCaffrey, and the D has given Carolina a chance to win each week. But if the Panthers don't start stringing together some W's, would anybody be surprised if Matt Rule is the first coach to get fired this year? Number 30, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 25. Credit to Lovie Smith's defense for narrowly leading Houston to another big upset against a playoff contender, but moral losses aren't really a thing in today's NFL. Davis Mills doesn't have enough weaponry, and it really showed in Sunday's Week 2 loss to the Denver Broncos. The offense has been sluggish as well, but at least the Texans have a beatable Chicago Bears team next on the schedule. Number 29, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 32. J-E-T-S, Jets. Joe Flacco had another 300-yard outing, this time with 4 touchdowns, and the Jets stunned the Cleveland Browns by rallying for 14 unanswered points inside the final minute 22 to pick up their first win of the season. Robert Saleh said during the week that he was taking receipts from all of the doubters, and his players came out on Sunday and backed him up. We'll see if they can keep it rolling next week when they host the Bengals. Number 28, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 19.
-9.
The Raiders' 0-2 start isn't exactly surprising. We knew they'd put up a lot of points, but we also knew their O-line would struggle and that the secondary would not hold up against elite passing offenses. The Raiders coughed up a 20-zip lead and lost in ridiculous fashion in overtime, with Byron Murphy scooping up a Hunter Renfrow fumble and taking it to the house for 6. Is it too soon to ask if Devontae Adams is missing the Packers? Number 27, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 22. nothing stunning about the Bears getting owned
Just stay with Aaron Rodgers.
by Aaron Rodgers at Lambeau Field. Justin Fields and the David Montgomery-led rushing game gave the Packers some headaches, but the Bears' D and receiving core just aren't good enough to compete with the league's top dogs. That fact was on perfect display in Week 2. Number 26, Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 28. What a gutsy season-saving win for the Cowboys at Jerry's World. Cooper Rush had a superb outing, and the Ezekiel Elliott, Tony Pollard rushing duo powered the Dallas offense against the defending AFC champs. If the defense can keep up this level of play, the Cowboys will remain in playoff contention, even without Dak Prescott. Number 25, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 23. The Seahawks apparently put all their emotion and energy into their Week 1 win against old friend Russell Wilson and the Denver Broncos because they had nothing against the San Francisco 49ers in Week 2. Now, we wouldn't start stressing just yet, though. Seattle will host a winless Atlanta team in Week 3, and then they travel to Detroit for a showdown against a beatable Lions squad. So, a 3-1 start is still a possibility. Number 24, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 18. It's tough to be too hard on the Titans for getting walloped by the best team in the league on the road on Monday night, but given their history against the Bills, you would have hoped they would at least keep things close. Well, that wasn't the case, and now Mike Vrabel's team has to dig themselves out of a 0-2 hole. Good luck with that. Number 23, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 29. The Lions got back to business and utterly dominated the Washington Commanders 36-27. Rising superstar Amon-Ra St. Brown led Detroit in both rushing and receiving yards, yet he
36-27. Damn.
wasn't the player of the game. That honor goes to rookie Aiden Hutchinson, who racked up 3 sacks in his second NFL outing. Number 22, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 12. Certainly not the start the Bengals expected. Who really thought they would lose to a Dallas team that was without Dak Prescott? You know, considering how awful the Cowboys looked in Week 1. Joe Burrow's new look O-line already looks worse than last year's group, and that's saying quite a lot. But the schedule will ease up a bit over the next 7 weeks, beginning with a visit to the Big Apple to take on the Jets. Number 21, Washington Commanders. Last time's ranking, 21. Not a very good day for the Commanders. The defense looks more like the 2021 squad than the elite 2020 group in the early going. Carson Wentz is slinging it, but he threw 1 pick and took 5 sacks. 300-yard games aren't gonna cut it if the turnovers continue, and if the Washington D keeps getting lit up like this. Number 20, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 16. Just a miserable loss for the Browns. Couldn't even beat the Jets at home. Couldn't recover an onside kick. Couldn't stop a backup QB from pulling off an improbable upset.
It is embarrassing.
Just frustrating all around.
That's embarrassing.
Number 19, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 15. I don't think anyone can explain why the Colts turn into the NFL's worst team every time they visit Jacksonville. Once again, the Colts had absolutely no answer for their rivals on the road. Now, we'll cut them some slack for missing key players like Shaquille Leonard and Michael Pittman, but if they can't beat the Jags or the Texans, how do you expect to even keep things close against the Chiefs next week?
What?
Number 18, Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking, 30. Speaking of the Jags, they sacked Matt Ryan 5 times while also...
That is embarrassing, bro. You telling me that the Colts could even score? Or even get even 3 points? That is embarrassing.
So picking him off 3 times. Trevor Lawrence looks at home in Doug Peterson's offense, and Christian Kirk is actually living up to that hefty $72 million contract in the early going. Given how mediocre the AFC South looks, Jacksonville could actually make a run at the playoffs. So hey, stay tuned. Number 17, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking, 14. Let the hashtag Start Kenny Pickett campaigns begin. The Steelers D gave them every chance to beat the Patriots in Week 2, but Trubisky just made mistake after mistake. The Patriots defensive backs dropped several should-be interceptions, so Trubisky's stat line really does not tell the whole story. On a day when all 3 of their division rivals lost, the Steelers blew a big opportunity. Time to turn the page, though, and focus on Cleveland. Number 16, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 17. You know your clock management needs to be better when your own fans are counting down the seconds on the play clock for you. The Broncos are a mess
Damn.
despite their 1-1 record. They could easily be 0-2, but they screwed up slightly less than the Texans on Sunday. So hey, congratulations to them on their first win in the Russell Wilson era. Now, hey, stop taking so many delay of game penalties.
I'm always late.
Number 15, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's
-4,
ranking,
and they went down too.
It was yet another classic
down
Kirk
too.
Cousins primetime performance. We all should have seen this coming. Despite all the success that the Vikings offense had in Week 1 against the Packers, we don't
My
doubt
dog,
that
Jalen
Cousins
Hurts.
and Justin Jefferson will get things going again, but maybe hold off before anointing them the new most
Darius
unstoppable
Slay went
duo
off.
in NFL history. Number 14, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 26. It's a big jump and a well.
We went on plus 12. We went on plus 12. We are like that. We are like that. We will beat the Dolphins next. We will beat them. We are like that.
Deserved
Plus
it.
12.
Everyone was writing off the Patriots because of one simple Week 1 loss to Miami.
Yep.
Bill Belichick had his troops far more prepared for Week 2, and
Yep.
it showed. The Patriots got back to playing situational football and by leaning on their potent rushing game and lockdown D. If Week 2
Yep.
is a sign of what's to come, the Patriots will be a force again in the AFC.
Yep.
Number 13, New York
I like to hear it.
Last time's ranking,
I like to hear it.
24. We never thought we'd have the Giants placed higher than 20 at any point this season, yet here they are, within the top half. Not that the
Damn,
Panthers are
Saquon.
world beaters, but the Giants just look so much more energized and motivated under Brian Dable. The offense has its limits with Daniel Jones, but Saquon Barkley and the D have held up on their end. With the Cowboys and Bears next up on their schedule, a 4-0 start isn't out of the question. Number 12, Arizona Cardinals. Last time's ranking,
Plus 8.
20. Massive season-saving comeback victory for the Cardinals over the Raiders in Week 2.
Kyler Murray is different.
Kyler
though.
Murray followed up a poor Week 1 outing with a superhero-like performance in Sin City to help his team avoid a disastrous 0-2 start. A kind reminder that when Murray is on, he is really on. Number 11, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 7. Frustrating game for the Saints. Their defense once again dominated Tom Brady, but Jameis Winston reverted to his old self with 3 interceptions, including 1 pick 6. Not a fun day at the Superdome, but at least they get the hapless Panthers next in Week 3. Number 10, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking, 13. Losing Trey Lance for the season with an ankle injury is tragic. With
Wow.
Lance sidelined, the 49ers are once again
Jimmy
Jimmy
Garoppolo will be
Garoppolo's
happy
team.
that he
Good thing the
started again,
49ers
though.
didn't trade or release him. He played well in relief of Lance, and the 49ers looked everything like the Super Bowl contender we expected them to be.
Yeah.
Number 9, Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah,
Last
yeah,
time's
Jimmy
ranking,
Garoppolo.
6. The Ravens endured a
The thing with Jimmy Garoppolo, he's nice, but at the same time, bro, you know, he just screws up, you know, in big games. But overall, bro, he's nice, though. He might surprise us this year.
miserable fourth quarter collapse, blowing a 21-point lead to Tua the GOAT Tagovailoa and the Miami Dolphins.
I can't respect the Ravens no
maybe
more.
that's a bit of an exaggeration, but Tua
Yeah.
really had his way against a Baltimore secondary that was supposed to be the best in the league. The Ravens won't survive for long in January if their D is going to be this bad. Number 8, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking,
Plus
10.
2.
It was way closer than it should have been, but the defending champs got past Atlanta to avoid the dreaded 0-2 start. Matt Stafford and Cooper Kupp are still having their way against opposing defenses, but that defense needs to get going and soon.
Yeah. The hell kind of game is this?
Number 7,
care.
Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's
Oh,
ranking,
they went down.
5. The
Yeah,
Chargers
they lost
deserved
that
a
game.
better fate in Kansas City, but Justin Herbert's
I
pass
feel
to
like
pick
they
6
always
was
lose versus
ultimately the
Kansas City.
difference on Thursday Night Football. The Chargers just got their toughest game of the season out of the way, and now a much more friendly opponent in the Jaguars awaits. Number 6, Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking, 8. Everyone was wondering whether Tua was the man. And, well, I think he's answered those questions through the first 2 weeks of the season. Is a 71.1 completion percentage, 739 yards, and 7 touchdowns good enough for you? Number 5, Green Bay Packers.
Crazy.
Last time's ranking, 9. The Cheeseheads got back to business with an easy win over the rival Bears at Lambeau Field. Now it's on to Tampa Bay for perhaps the last ever Tom Brady versus Aaron Rodgers showdown. Number 4, Philadelphia Eagles.
Damn.
Last time's ranking, 4. These Eagles are the real deal. Like Tua, any doubts
Damn,
about Jalen Hurts'
big.
ability to play the quarterback position have surely been answered by now. He and the Eagles offense are a juggernaut reminiscent of their 2010 group that was led by Michael Vick. It may not be a stretch to say that this is the best team in the NFC right now.
Wow.
Number 3, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 3. An understandably frustrated Tom Brady isn't playing at a high level with the depleted receiving core and O-line. But if the Bucs are winning games on the back of their defense while the offense struggles, so be it. Todd Bowles' tenure as Tampa's head coach couldn't have gotten off to a much better start. Now we wait and see what the defensive mastermind draws up against the Packers in Week 3. Number 2, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking, 2. Mahomes wasn't at his best, but the Chiefs' defense played admirably against the Bolts, and Jalen Watson's 99-yard pick six off of Justin Herbert helped propel KC to a 2-0 start. They're on a collision course towards the AFC title game with our next team. Number 1, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking, 1. The Bills are on a mission this season, and the Titans were just another roadblock that they ran over with ease. And the Allen-Diggs combo appears to be unstoppable. If the Bills can't win it all with this squad, they may never get a Lombardi trophy.
Damn.
But who do you think is the NFL's best team through 2?
I'm not gonna lie, I got the Bills and the Dolphins. They playing or whatever like that. I got the Bills beating the hell out of them. I'll see you guys next video. We gonna see this.